Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paperboy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And I was going through Reddit, Mr. Magazine, and somebody put up there on a reselling site, flipping site, how do you answer the question, why are you selling this? And I'm going to flip that around the other way. Why do you ask the question, why are you selling this?
Well, someone must think there's something wrong with it. It's like, why are you selling this? Because it's broken or it doesn't work. Why don't you like it? Why don't you like it? Is it the color? Is there chipping? Is there damage? I don't know. I'm assuming that's it. Like for me,
like, we don't get asked that because people know. But do you ask that of people you're trying to buy from?
I don't ask that question, no, because usually they'll tell me like, hey, I need the room. I'm getting divorced or something, or my kids aren't into it anymore. Someone passed away, whatever. But like for me, if I was selling like a Star Wars item, I can see someone saying, "Why are you selling? You collect Star Wars." But even that's probably never happened.
Well, I always ask if they don't tell me, leave out. Obviously I go to a flea market. Obviously I go to an estate sale. I know why they're selling it. It doesn't matter why they're selling it. This is more house calls, or a dealer call me. If a dealer calls me, I do like to know why they're getting rid of this stuff. But house calls especially, because that kind of tells me how I'm going to approach the call. If the guy's like, well, I've been a collector for 50 years, and I'm just trying to get rid of some doubles of my very, very valuable books that I have. Okay, I'll take a look. Oh, these are really good books, but really nothing I can use now. Mm-hmm. Oh, my mother passed. We got to get the house cleared by Saturday. Any chance you can come by Friday afternoon? I can come by, and I will take all of the books because you want them all gone.
Yeah.
And if I know the reason why you're selling, it helps me tremendously. And it also helps you tremendously. Because, if you tell me, look, I need $300 for, 2 new tires. I know you're expecting me to spend $300.
Yeah.
Or you would like me to. I can make boxes that are worth about, obviously worth more than $300, but right. I can give you $300 for.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there and waste your time and make 2 boxes and go, well, how about $20? And you're going, I was thinking $300 because that's what I need. Well, it's good that we're all on the same page with things.
Right.
But you said people usually will tell you why they're doing that.
Yeah. Which is, it doesn't matter for me. They're doing it for whatever reason.
But it does matter, though. It really does. Because, again, if it has to be out of there.
Well, yeah, that's a different story, yeah. But for the most, when they come in to me, usually they're coming in with stuff. Or if I'm doing a house call, certainly, they want me to come. It's a lot of stuff, and they want me to remove it. If it's just a little, couple handfuls of stuff, it might be a different story. But, yeah, sure.
Right. So I just found it interesting that somebody over on Reddit that was selling, and obviously they must be a newer seller to even be surprised by that expression or that question. I guess they were selling bicycles, so I guess I guess I could see, if you're sitting there selling a brand new TV, why are you selling it?
Right.
I could see that. I guess in the secondhand book, because maybe back in your head you think, oh, did this guy acquire this the right way?
Right.
Or is it his roommates and he's selling it behind his roommate's back? Or, any number of things. Or, electronics.
It could be a gift, too, like, and you don't have the receipt, and it's a new TV, and like, I can get 80% of value for selling on eBay,
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of different reasons why people could be selling things. A gift, and it's a coffee maker. I've got 2 already. I don't need another coffee maker. I just need to get rid of it. But you get into things like electronics, things like that. There are a lot more things that can go wrong as opposed to something other that I'm buying. I'm going in and you've got, I just, we're looking to downsize and we got to get all these books out of the basement. Sure, some books might be incomplete.
Yeah. Some
books might be in bad shape. It's the basement. But I know that going in and I accept that. And you can also, generally speaking, you can see the damage as you're putting stuff in the box. Like, oh, yeah, these are kind of moldy down here. All right, I got to take them out because I told them I would. But I'm going to put all these in one box and throw that box right out. Or do you have a garbage? I'm going to put these right in the garbage. I don't even want them in my car. But, I can see the damage, generally speaking.
Sure.
And obviously, if you were the collector trying to sell me something or other, and you're telling me, oh, this is a $5,000 book, and I want $2,000 for it, well, I'm going to go through and I'm going to count the plates, and I'm going to make sure that it is indeed complete,
Right.
because I'm putting out a fair amount of money.
Yep.
And so in that case, I guess that kind of ties in with the electronics, that a lot of things could potentially go wrong.
Yeah.
Same thing, you're paying $2,000 for a book. Yeah, you better make sure it's complete, type
Sure,
deal.
definitely. Yeah.
You know, somebody's trying to sell you, like Auction Professor was on, and he was talking about photos, that they're faking old photos now.
Oh, wow.
You better check it with a black light. That's a different story. Check that with a black light before you put the money out. The guy, oh, I'm a big collector, and I've already got this, or, I picked up some on a collection. I'm kind of moving away from it, and then you do the black light. Yeah, because it's brand new, and you're trying to rip me off. You never know on that either. So hopefully that does help you a little bit. I always ask why somebody is selling. Again, because I feel that it helps me a lot to know what to offer, and sometimes I'll take things that I don't necessarily want to take as a courtesy.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you do that as well, but it's one of those, you want everything in this room out of here. I don't really want all of these books.
Right.
I only want to buy these 3 shelves.
Yeah.
I'll take all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not paying you anything more for
Right.
it.
That's what I was just going to say. If it's a bunch of magazines and I want 20% of them, I'm going to pay you what I would buy the 20% for. And the other 80%, they're free, or I don't want them.
Right, but yeah, exactly. Or minimal price.
Right.
Okay, I was going to give you $95 for these magazines. I'll give you $100 for everything.
Right, yeah.
But you want them all gone, you don't care.
Exactly.
Type deal. But again, that knowing what your needs are definitely helps me as well. So don't be afraid if you are out on a house call, if you are out somewhere, don't be afraid to ask, why are you selling this? Despite what that seller thinks, it's not a bad thing to ask, and it definitely can help you out and give you some insight, and actually it can help the seller out as well. The person selling this stuff can be helped out as well in that case. So do hit the like button if you could, and we'll see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.